Good morning, grade 6. So, Teacher Rex here once again, and I hope that you're ready for our another video discussion for our subject for science. Okay, so sit back and relax and watch as we go through with our lesson in science. Okay, so once again, good morning. So, our lesson for today was all about the circulatory system. So, we are through with the integumentary system. So, let's move on to the circulatory system. So trivia. So what animal has a heart that is almost the same with a human? So can you answer this question? Okay, so the answer is a pig. Okay, so a pig has almost the same heart with a human. Okay, so added knowledge naman sa aton. Okay, so let us go through with our lesson. So what is the circulatory system? So the circulatory system is also called cardiovascular system. So the term cardio refers to the heart. Tandaan nyo good maghambal tanga cardio. It means heart, and vascular refers to the vessels where the blood flows. So what? So the circulatory system is the transport system of the body because all the other systems of the body depends on this system for nourishment, distribution of oxygen, and removal of their waste material. So those are the purpose of the circulatory system as a transport system. So these are the main parts of the circulatory system. I'm sorry. So these are the main parts of the circulatory system: the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood. First is the heart. So what is the heart? Heart is the main organ, and it is as big as your clenched fist. And it is located behind the breastbone kag between sa imo nga lungs. Then let's talk about the pericardium. So what is a pericardium? So the pericardium is a protective sac nga naga-enclose sa aton nga heart kung naga-shield sa aton nga heart. So the pericardium contains fluid that enables the heart to contract and relax smoothly. And below the pericardium is the wall called myocardium. So let's discuss about the myocardium. So myocardium is a muscle that has a definite cycle of contraction and relaxation. So may definite cycle meaning may specific time na sa kung saan sa mag-contract o kung mag-focus kag ma-relax. So muna sa nagka-pump na sa. So this definite cycle of contraction and relaxation becomes the heartbeat. So nung nagaamo-amo na sa blaw, so amo na sa naga-heartbeat naton, okay? And a normal person heart beats 75 times a minute or about 4,500 times an hour. So that is the myocardium, the muscle that nga makita niyo sa inyong picture sa screen, okay? So let's go on to the blood vessels. So what is a blood vessel? Blood vessels are tube-like structures. Take note, tube-like structures which serves as a passageway for blood. So there are three kinds of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. So tandaan nyo gid, three kinds of blood vessels are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay, so study the illustration. Okay, next. Let's discuss about the arteries. So the arteries are the blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart, and they carry oxygen-rich blood or oxygenated blood away from the heart. Tandaan nyo, A is for away para sa arteries. Okay? So, except for the pulmonary artery which carries blood rich in carbon dioxide to the lungs. So, ang wala labot sa pulmonary nga artery nga nagapagbuwa o kung nagagapasulod sa isang blood rich in carbon dioxide sa lungs. Ang artery nato niya isang purpose niya is carries oxygenated blood away from the heart, okay? Para i-distribute sa mga different systems. So aorta is the largest artery that has a diameter of about 2.5 centimeters. So the thick artery wall has three layers which surround the hollow interior. So the inner layer is made of flattened cells, the middle layer consists of smooth muscles, and the outer layer consists of connective tissues. So the arteries are located deep within the body to protect them from injury. So kung mapilasan kita ang artery naton, mag-cause isang death in just a few minutes. So ang size ng artery naton is kung lapit sa heart, much bigger sa. So kung nagapalayo, much smaller. And the smallest arteries are called arterioles, and they are thinner than a piece of thread. So mas nipis pasang sa hilo. Okay. So arterioles are connected to the fine nerve vessels called capillaries. Take note. So what is capillaries? Capillaries are tiny blood vessels that serves as a network throughout the body. So the body systems, organs, tissues, cells, they allowed the exchange of food, nutrients, and oxygen from the blood to the cell. So what is the process nga pag form sang cells sa dugo? This is a process called diffusion. So what is a diffusion? Diffusion is the flow of particles from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. So food, nutrients, oxygen, and waste materials like carbon dioxide have higher concentration than surrounding tissues, so they can diffuse in and out of the capillaries. So high concentration meaning, look at the illustration, nagagutok sila. So kung low concentration, kung high concentration sila, may possibility ka magkakadto sila sa low concentration kasi padsipad sila. Okay? So veins, what are veins? The veins are the blood vessels that carry blood back to the heart. So ano ganing arteries? Away from the heart. Okay? Pero may oxygen na to yang away from the heart, halina sa heart. Ang veins naman niya, back to the heart sang deoxygenated blood or blood rich in carbon dioxide. Wala na ya sang oxygen. Puros na ya carbon dioxide in other ways from the cells. So the pulmonary vein is the only vein that carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. So ano naman kaginaya ang lain artery? Very good. It is the pulmonary artery. Lain ang iyaya nga purpose. Kaya sa veins naman, ang pulmonary veins nga suli naman. So the only vein that carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. So muna purpose sa pulmonary veins. So pulmonary veins, like the arteries, the walls of the veins are also made up of 3 layers man sa. So, but thinner, less elastic, and less muscular. And they possess these characteristics because the blood pressure within them is lower than the blood pressure in the arteries. So, meaning mas gamay sa mas nubo ang iyang blood pressure. Sa ang arteries kay dagko, mas kusog ang sulog sa dugo da so perte ang pressure. Okay, so pulmonary veins. Let's go back. Wait lang. Let's go back to the pulmonary veins. Okay. So veins vary in sizes. So some are big, some are small. The smallest veins are called venules. So anong smallest nga small nga arteries yan ang tawag na arterioles. So they're also connected to the capillaries, and the 2 largest veins is the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. So superior vena cava, what is the superior vena cava? Superior vena cava carries blood to the heart that comes from the upper part of the body. Tandaan nyo na, kay tukso ko na sa inyo. That is the superior vena cava. How about the inferior vena cava? So the inferior vena cava carries blood to the heart that comes from the lower part of the body. So lower part din sa nabilong. Let's discuss naman about the blood. So what is a blood? Blood is or travels throughout the body bringing oxygen, nutrients to every cell to perform life processes. So without blood, mapatay kita. Okay, so without it, a person will die. And this is the reason why blood is being referred to as the river of life. So masang natawag nga blood. And blood also protects us from infection and diseases and regulates body temperature and carries hormones and other substances needed for activating different body processes. So mga kung sa ano pa sila ni sa ang primary gid nga source ng aton nga lawas para mabuhi ang blood. So plasma. So ang blood is component siya is plasma. Kalabanan niya is plasma. So blood consists of a liquid and a solid or cellular part. So the liquid part is called plasma, ang ato ni dugo, which is made up of 55%. While the cellular part is 45%.